Om Ganapate Namaha. Om Ganapate Namaha. Varanam Sankhanam Rasanam Kshandasamati Mangalanam Chakartaro Vande Vadi Vinayakam Ganapate Namaha. Om Aim Saraswatyai Namaha. Principal Shri Gajananda Swami Ki Jai.
सुन ले सुन ले मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। हाथ जोड़ कर विनती करता ये बालक न जान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। सुन ले सुन ले कितने सहारे थे सब हारे, तेरा एक सहारा था। दीन दुखी जन का इस जग में तू ही तो रखवाला था। कितने सहारे थे सब हारे, तेरा एक सहारा था। दीन दुखी जन का इस जग में तू ही तो रखवाला था। जुल्म के तूफा कैसे झेले, जुल्म के तूफा कैसे झेले, एक नहीं से जान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। सुन ले सुन ले भक्त धुरु ने तुझको पुकारा, तूने दिया सहारा था। जब प्रहलाद से विपत्ति पड़े, तूने चंक सितारा था। भक्त ध्रुव ने तुझको पुकारा, तूने दिया सहारा था। जब प्रहलाद से विपत्ति पड़ी, तूने चंक सितारा था। आज मेरे द्वारे है भगवान, आज मेरे द्वारे है भगवान, करो दया का जान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। हाथ जोड़ कर विनती करता ये बालक न जान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। मैं आया तेरे द्वारे बचा ले भगवान। सुन ले सुन ले
से बोलो श्री सरस्वती महारानी की जय। प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र की जय। Sita Ram. Everybody, well, the weather was always inclement, but we are very fortunate today to be here present at the Riverside Road Shiv Mandir, right? And Toco Bhoujie, as commonly known, but Biphanie Ramlochan, and on behalf of the Ramlochan family. Ram is God and Luchan refers to divine eyes, so the insight. So we have been blessed and honored to join in Kirtan and Satsangh. If it's 10 people, 15, 100, 1,000. Most of all, we are here to sit, to learn, and to share in her divine experience, in her journey. This is a spiritual journey. So on behalf of members of the Mandir as well too, this Mandir Samaj ke liye, मैं आपको स्वागत करता हूँ. Cordial welcome. Let us all please stand for Arati. Om Narayanang Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Chayam Hiriret. Jai Jagdisha Hare Swami Jai Jagdisha Hare. Bhakt Jano ke Sankat, Bhakt Jano ke Sankat क्षण में दूर करी. ओम जय जगदीश हरे, जय जगदीश हरे. स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे.
भक्त जनों के संकट, भक्त जनों के दूर करी. ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
जो ध्यावे फल पावे दुख विनय सेवन का. स्वामी दुख विनय मन का. सुख संपत्ति आवे,
सुख संपत्ति घर आवे.
कष्ट मिले तन का. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. मात पिता तुम मेरे शरण गऊँ किसकी. स्वामी शरण गऊँ किसकी. तुम बिना और न दूजा, आश करो किसकी.
ओम जय जगदीश हरे.
तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी. स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी. पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर. मंसल के स्वामी. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पालन करता.
स्वामी तुम पालन करता.
दयालु कृपालु,
दीन दयालु कृपालु.
कृपा करो भरता. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. तुम एक अगोचर, सबके प्राण प्रति. स्वामी सबके प्राण प्रति. किस विधि मिलो दया, किस विधि
मिलो दया में.
तुम हो मैं कुमती. ओम जय जगदीश हरे. दीनबन्धु दुःखहर्ता तुम रक्षक मेरे स्वामी तुम रक्षक मेरे अपने हाथ उठाओ
अपने
हाथ उठाओ द्वार पड़ा तेरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी जय जगदीश हरे लाख जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में दूर करे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे सत्य नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण नारायण नारायण
सत्य नारायण नारायण नारायण
स्वामी नारायण 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 स्वामी नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण 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 सत्य नारायण 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 स्वामी नारायण 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 स्वामी नारायण 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 स्वामी नारायण 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 ओम गम गणपते नमः विश्वानि देवा सवितरदुरतानि परासुव यद्भद्रं तन्नासुव महागणाधिपते नमः प्रिंसिपल श्री गजानंद स्वामी की जय You may please take your seats. आप लोग आसन लीजिए. We just check this harmonium here. This one is Sa. I think one of the harmonium could load on a little bit, probably. Could load on my one a little bit, yeah. The two harmonium loud, so you get all. Principal Shri Ramchandra ki jai. Sugan and Biphanie Ramlochan, right, Mrs. Srimati is the correct term to use, right? So today we are fortunate, and I am very fortunate with Pundit Ramesh Maharaj. If I remember when I was 17 years old, I wanted to be a soldier or a police or something like that. And he said, boy, behave yourself. And he said, wait, I think it was a Wednesday evening or Tuesday. And he was the one that took me to class in SDMS, right? It was one of the first places that I went. The first place actually to learn Punditai. So I'm very fortunate today to be sitting in his presence like an elder brother. Kirtan, Mandali, Uncle Kemo, Dinesh, the Sudama family. This Monday, I'm no stranger as well too, one of the Pundits in this area. So it's a pleasure to be here today to join in devotion. Satsangh or Yagya. Let us all remain calm, try to sit upright, forget about, mind tend to waver and think about what has happened today, any shortcomings. If you forgot anyone, said anything to hurt anyone, we do kindly ask Bhagwan to please help us try to forget these negative tendencies. Om Gam Ganapate Namaha. The beach for Ganesh Bhagwan, Gam Ganapati, made a Muladhara Chakra. When you sit upright, be awakened to listen, to learn, to comprehend. Om Ganapate Namaha. We use Aim Saraswati Namaha. Om Aim Saraswati Namaha. Mahagadadhipate Namaha. Shuklambaradharam Devam Shashivardam Chaturbhujam Prasannapadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashante. Mahagadadhipate Namaha. Vakkatunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakaiteshu Sarvada. Mahagadadhipate Namaha. We pray to Saraswati Maa. आपको बारंबार नमस्कार प्रणाम करते हैं. Pray to वाणी बुद्धि दाता. Om Maha Saraswati Namaha. Om Narayanam Namaskrityandaram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udirayet. We use Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu. You are not universal mother. Matri Rupeda, you are Vadi Rupeda, that divine song. Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Vadi Rupeda Sangsthita. Namastasyai, Namastasyai, Namastasyai Namo Namaha. Maha Saraswatyai Namaha. We pray with the love, faith, belief to that form of Bhagwan Shiva. Om Namah Shivaya. Everybody. Om Namah Shivaya. Vande Devam Umapatim Suraguru. Vande Jagat Karadam. Vande Pannagabhushanam Mrigadharam. Vande Pashunapatam. Vande Surya Shashankha Vahinayanam. Vande Mukunda Priyam. Vande Bhatta Janashramam Chavaradam. Vande Shivam Shankaram. Om Namah Shivaya. All together. Om Namah Shivaya. Karpura Gauram Karunavataram Sansara Saram Bhujagendraharam Sadavasantam Hridayadavinde Bhavam Bhavani Sahitam Namani. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. We think about Devi Ma, Durga Ma. Today is a Friday. Imperative to perform her worship. Om Dum Durgaya Namaha. Jayanti Mangala Kali Bhadrakali Kapalini Durga Kshama Shiva Dhatri Swaha Swadhanamustute Dum Durgaya Namaha. We offer prayer to that divine form of Lakshmi Ma. Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Om Aim Klim Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Dehi Saubhagyam Arogyam Dehi Me Paramam Sukham Rupam Dehi Jayam Dehi Yasho Dehi Trisho Jahi. Om Shri Mahalakshmi Namaha. Surya Devata. Om Adityaya Vidmahi Prabhakaraye Dhimahi Tanna Surya Prachodayat. All together, repeat after me. Om Adityaya Vidmahi Prabhakaraye Dhimahi Tanna Surya Prachodayat. We do simple kirtan to Lord Ganesh. Most of all, we spoke about clean and stabilize any mind and the intellect. You are Gananayaka, Vigvinashaka, जय 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 गणनायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका जय 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 गणनायका जय शिव मंगलदायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका गज वरना गौरी नंदन गज वरना वरना गौरी नंदन गज वरना गंगाधार शिव शंभो नंदन गंगाधार शिव शंभो नंदन जय शिव मंगलदायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका जय शिव जय शिव मंगलदायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका गणपति नमो नमः सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया गं गणपति नमो नमः सिद्धि विनायक नमो नमः अष्टविनायक नमो नमः गणपति बाप्पा मोरया जय 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 शिव मंगलदायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका विद्या बुद्धि प्रदायका ॐ गं गणपते नमः प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र की जय ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय we think about Bhagwan Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Plus, thinking about Bhagwan Krishna sometimes yellow in color, Pitambara, success, divinity, the giver of joy, the one that would inspire and touch all our hearts. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Vasudevam sutam devam tam sataduramardanam devaki param anandam krishnam vande jagadguru mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yadkripatamaham vande param ananda madhavam sarvopanishado gao dugdha gopala nandana patho vatsa sudhir bhokta dugdham geetamritam mahat शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवाडां शुभांगं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं Altogether ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय everybody ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय प्रेम से बोलो श्री कृष्णचंद्र बिहारी लाल की जय So let him can come on stage too and accompany us from Buddha's Road. So Jai Sita Ram again. Prem se bolo Shri Ramchandra ki Jai. Vyasji last night, Pundit Ramesh, Ram, actually it's Ramesh, but sometimes people say Ramesh. Ramesh ji, he read about the importance of the Bhagavad Gita in this time, the age of Kali Kal, or Kali Yuga, this period of time. Panditji would have elaborated about performance of various prayers, puja, for example, Durga Puja, Saraswati Puja. And if that person has reached to the point where they say like a sannyasi stage, you can simply listen to the Bhagavad Gita, listen to 9 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, 1 chapter. If that person is able to chant Gita, Ganga, Chagayatri, you received equivalence of performing puja to Durga Mata, Saraswati. He had explained about the greatness of the Bhagavad Gita, where it can be read. Now, just to clarify the point, if it is that a person is able to see Krishna consciousness in everything, right? So that means that thinking, we learn about to be able to think, we should see goodness, love, bliss, the divinity of God that is everywhere. So if you are able to use the scripture, if you cannot read the Bhagavad Gita, you read about performance of puja. Bhuta preta pishacha vyastatra no prashanti vai abhichadur bhavam duvakham paridami kritam chayat. The evil forces, the spirits cannot enter that home. Difficult for the evil forces to enter that home. When noble and pious ones would fast and worship Bhagwan Krishna, an equivalent to the Bhagavad Gita is also the Sri Ram Charitmanas, but the Gita is there to help us, that he spoke about in the next Janma, that this writes, Krishna Arpanam as that Supreme Being, both. So by reading Sarvo Panishadu Gavu Dugdha Gopala Nandana, Sarvo Panishad, the Upanishads, the scriptures, the essence of the Upanishads, none other than the Bhagavad Gita, Charu Veda Purana Ashtadasha, the Ramayana says, is considered to be amongst the 4 Vedas. The equivalence to that is the Sri Ram Charitmanas. Time and circumstances. Tonight, the message is the greatness of devotion and the power of God. We read from chapter 7 of the Bhagavad Gita. So I try to choose a chapter that is a little more easier, dealing with Bhakti Yoga, devotion, and Kriya Yoga. That would be a little easier for us to understand and relate to. Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, 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 Jai Jai Radha Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol. Soham Asukaya Prabhashmi Shasi Suryo Paravas Sarva Vedesh Shabdathe Parusham Drisham. Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol, Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol,
Jai Jai Radha Ramana Hari Bol.
Pariya Gandha Prithivyancha Tejas Asti Vibhagvasav Jivanam Sarva Bhuteshu Tapasasmi Tapasabhishu Vasudevam Sudam Devam Tamse Chadur Mardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Guru Devam Sudam Devam, everybody. Kamsai Charumardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. It says, Rasoham Apsukaunteya Prabhashmi Shashi Surayo. Here Bhagwan Krishna says, I am the stability in the water. The water when pure and has a secret scent. So water is very secret. According to Hinduism, water, we would use the water to take a bath for purification. Apavitraha pavitro va sarvavastham gatopi va. The tulsi leaf is also placed Uganga, Yamuna, Saraswati. The water would have a secret scent as well too. You know, some people will smell the water, right? Sometimes we will try to taste the water as well too. The water, the secret water, the pure water, here Bhagwan Krishna says that I reside there. I am the stability in the water. So the same usage of the water now to take a bath for purification, sprinkling the mantras. Why the Pundit will sprinkle the water for? To discard negative energies. If by chance, let us say from Tableland or Rio Claro that I happen to cross something unclean, I chant in the mantras, and if a spirit would fall you by praying, and the power of man is the mind, and tra means to say. So Bhagwan Krishna, whilst chanting the mantra and praying, there's a level of spiritual energy. He says here, the radiance in the moon is none other than Lord, the moon itself. So Chandrama Devta, you never heard, there's a part in the Ramayana, you ever heard about somebody who likes to say, Pandit, I will sit down and look at the moon. I remember we would say, the moon is looking very pretty. So people are inspired looking at the moon, positive energies. That is why specific days are prescribed when it's full moon time, when new moon time is auspicious for us to perform sanskaras, right? So certain sanskaras and rituals that are prescribed according to Hinduism, right? And you should avoid taking part in certain practices and vrats. So the power of the moon, the radiance of the moon, if that person, you'd be able to do japa, and that day is considered to be very auspicious, the new moon night to the full moon night. Lord Krishna says the radiance in the moon and Shashi Suryayo. So Shashi refers to the moon and Suryayo, that refers to the sun. Surya, Prabhakara, Divakara. So Prabhakara, Bhaskara, the one that has the divine splendor, Surya Devata. So if it is that we pray to Bhagwan Krishna, and then Panditji said last night about all the deities, if you pray to Bhagwan Krishna, this verse explains here the radiance from the sun and what it is that we will do in the morning, a practice, a tradition in Hinduism, right? Tonight we speak about the greatness of God, facing the eastwards direction. Solar energy is very important. And solar energy, yes, but the time 4 to 6 is Brahma Muhurat. The sun, the blessing from Saraswati Ma and Shri Surya Devata, and dependent on the 12 Adityas, a different Aditya. And when you read also to chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, 10 and 11 would explain that I am also Surya and the Adityas, the sun. The 12 Adityas, receiving the divine power from Surya Devata, the body becomes energized. Facing that eastwards direction, you would hold the brass lota. So when the brass lota is held, energy is transferred there. So if it is that you will leave the lota there for a period of time, what will happen? And the sun is hot. It's going to get, the lota will start to get very hot. So energy, positive energy. This is the chakra here, the third eye, and the Sahasra chakra, the Agya. So receiving that energy, the highest form of tapasya and penance. Surya, well, this is the short form of Surya Namaskar, the Surya Devata, not the full one. So you just hold that dhar there to receive positive energies. The body becomes purified. Lord Krishna is saying that the radiance in the moon, so if he's the radiance in the moon and the sun, And he says, I am the sacred symbol Om, the Vedas. Om is very sacred and divine. He says, Vahi Lai, Vahi Swara. Who is Bhagwan Krishna, the bhajan sings? Hare Krishna Govinda Mohan Murari. You are that wonder to make magic. Vahi Mukti Rata. You want to give up salvation. Vahi Swara, Vahi Lai, Vahi Tala Pyari. The poet Professor Adi says you are the giver. Success to remove happiness. You are Tal itself. You have Teen Tal. And we would listen as he says, Hare Krishna Govinda Mohan Murari. Hare Krishna Govinda Mohan Murari. Hare जपान करे हरे मन विकार रे जपान करे हे कृष्ण गोविंद मोहन मुरारी हरे वही श्रेष्ठ करता वही श्रेष्ठ हारे वही श्रेष्ठ करता वही निराकार नित्य नित्य निर्विकार. You are omnipresent. Hare Krishna Govinda Mohan Murari. Hare Krishna Govinda वही मुक्ति दाता वही त्राणकारी वही मुक्ति दाता वही मुक्ति दाता वही त्राणकारी वही मुक्ति दाता वही त्राणकारी बनो आज आए देश उसके भिखारी बनो आज आए Krishna Govinda Mohan Murari. Everybody, Hare Krishna Govinda. You are Swara, you are divine song itself. He said, I am Om, that sound that will touch and vibrate everywhere. You are Tal, Teen Tal, specific Swara. Wahi Tal Pyari, he enjoys the Tal. Hare Krishna Govinda Mohan Murari. 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 Mohan Murari. Mohan Murari. Mohan Murari. Hare Krishna Govinda Mohan Murari. There are many other verses. For he lie, for he is the lie, the speed, right? You have single speed, right? Dugun, right, is done in our speed. Trigun. So he is the song itself, the speed, when you are going accordance to time and proper rhythm. That is none other than his divine grace, his worship. He is Tal Pyari, enjoys if the tabla, the dholak is played properly according to circumstances. Here he says, I am the sacred symbol Om in the Vedas. Vedeshu. So Om itself, now let us look at Om. People say, Pundit, give me the mantra to help me in my experience and problems. So you want me to give you the mantra to help you, but you are very sad and worried, and sometimes the person is crying and things, right? You think that you give them the mantra, but the man is what is important is to use the mind. And tra means to say, usage of the mind. So I'm going to give a person a very long mantra that's going to be difficult. Just Om itself. Omkaram bindu samyuktam nityam dhyayanti yogina kamadam mokshadam chaiva omkaraya namo namaha. Omkaram bindu samyuktam. Your omkaram bindu samyuktam. The Shiv Purana explains that verse. The omkara bindu samyuktam. Bindu, you are that divine mark itself. So amongst being, Shiva himself says that I am Omkar, I am that song Om itself, and Kar, the secret song, Brahma Swarupa. So Brahma Swarup, that divine song Om itself carries a level of spiritual energy. So if a person is experiencing problems now, and then it's difficult for them to even chant the verses from the Gita, difficult for you to think, remember the Hanuman Chalisa, just sit down, and if you can breathe in slowly, inhale and exhale. A basic form of yoga, very simple. Try to relax, and people chant Om. And this simple method of worship, doctors and great scholars now, you would listen to them. They would say, try to relax, try to remain firm, and they write books and teach others. Omkara, the secret Om itself, we go to the Sri Ram Charitmanas, right? The Kshepa Katha. That Shravan Kumar, better known as Sarvan Kumar, he never chanted long mantras. It just Omkar. While he passed away, thinking about, before he died, he thought about Bhagwan, and he chanted Om, his parents. Right? Om is considered to be very sacred. So sprinkling the water when chanting Om carries a level of spiritual energy, faith. Om itself, the Vedas, the song in Ida itself, so that the Ghanta is used in puja, representation of the secret song, to pervade the atmosphere. Ida, that secret song, the 5 elements, Bhagwan Krishna becomes happy, it says. He is eager to hear the noble ones pray and chant. Punya Gandha Prithivyam Cha Tejas Jasni Vibhavaso. Bhagwan Krishna says, मैं पृथ्वी में पवित्र गंध और अग्नि में तेज हूँ. This is what Bhagwan Krishna says. The earth, I am the pure order, says Bhagwan Krishna. This divine scent in the earth itself. The earth has a secret scent. You would cut down all the trees, and if you would cut a tree and smell it, it's sweet scented. The puja, when we perform puja, the sandal pastry, right? You would cut a great part of that, and Shri Khanda Chandanand Gandharhyam. Gandha here, the word Gandha means that is sweet scented. So what they would actually do, the earth, the environment is very important here. We're touching on an important point of the environment. We bow and we respect the earth. This verse here, you could elaborate, because it says we should recognize the divinity of God, presence there within the tree. The earth, because just spoke about Lord Surya, the intervention of Bhagwan Surya, the Lord of the Sun, and also the moon, to help the world to function properly. And now we are speaking about the trees, the plants. Bhagwan Krishna says that my divine presence is there from the scent, from the earth, from the plants. For example, the chameli flower. Anybody have the chameli flower? You get up in the morning time, and you are eager to go and pick the chameli flower to offer to Bhagwan Shiva. That secret scent. When it is that you sit to perform puja, the flowers should be sweet scented. That is why we use, these flowers here, like chameli, genda is one, hibiscus. The sweet scented flower, our admiration, the beauty of the flower should representation of this human body when well attired or dressed properly. And the Gandha, the pure mind, because Bhagwan Krishna says, Purya, I am virtue, he says in this verse. I am divine virtue itself. He resides there. As we listen, even the Sri Ram Charitmanas explains about the power of devotion, the 3rd chapter. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram. Raghupati Radhavan Raja Ram Bhati Prathama bhagati santana kara sanga. Prathama bhagati santana kara sanga. दूसरी रति मम कथा प्रसंगा योग वियोग भोग फला मंगा हिता नहीं माध्यम भ्रम भंगा श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम राम जय राम जय जय राम रघुपति राघव राजा राम पतित पावन सीता राम श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम Prathama Bhakti Santana Karasanga. So love that Shabari Maha, the third part of the Sri Ramcharitmanas, third chapter, is love, devotion. So she developed love to serve Sri Ramchandra, and then she was able to listen. And the other Chaupai explained, Yoga Viyoga Bhoga Phala Manda, that good experiences that you should cherish those moments. Virtue, when we are fortunate to meet a virtuous individual. I spoke about being able to see the presence of God everywhere. If a person is humble, honest and dedicated, Bhagwan Krishna resides there, where a humble individual within that noble individual, the hearts of all of us, the divinity of God resides. But what happens is if we don't pray and live a righteous life, then the divinity of God is there, but he would not support you and help you. So it says, just like so cherishing that, says Bhagwan Krishna, I am that divine, he says here, secret scent that he spoke about. Pudya refers to virtue, being virtuous, being humble. Now it says, just looking at the fire, you would look at the fire there, he says in this verse, Tejas Asmi Vibhavasau. So that looking at the brilliance, the brightness in the fire, if you look at the fire, the flame, it goes upwards. For he says, Aham kratur aham yagya, swadha aham aushadham, mantruham aham eva, ajam aham agnir aham hutam, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Lord Krishna says again in the Bhagavad Gita, I am Agni Devata, the Lord of the fire. Right? Tonight we could see, tomorrow, we'll explain about that. Being Agni Devata, but the radiance, the divine, the fire itself, when the fire, if you look at the diya that is lightened, they say, Pundit, it is a diya. And if you think that that's just a diya alone, well, that is a problem. If Krishna is the divine, he says here, Agni Devata, the Lord of the fire, if you were to offer the ghee into the sacred fire with love and faith, belief, he would accept that. If it is that you are concerned about the scent or the smoke, that you're not getting the smoke scent, well then, yes, that is also very sacred, we'll explain about. But Lord Krishna says, just looking at this goes upwards here, the brightness, this flame that goes upwards represents the divinity of God that pervades everywhere. And if you were to look at that light, devotees, the inner light, the presence of God is there. We spoke about inside. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? Right? The Bible comes back to the light. The light that we are speaking about also is to be spiritually conscious. So Lord Krishna, if a person, now we come to a little bit of yoga. Sometimes you're feeling stressed out. You simply sit in that straight posture and you visualize the light. Look at that light. And if you were to think chanting Om Namah Shivaya, chanting your Guru Mantra. If you chant the Guru Mantra, if you chant Om Namah Shivaya, a simple form of sadhana, and you continue to look at that light, positive energies you would be able to extract. The performance of Hawan, when you sit in front of the fire, you receive a level of spiritual energy that would be able to help you. And that is why we take it and we pass it above our head to purify the eyes, the nostril, the mouth, the 5 senses as well too. This human body to be purified, to discard negative energies. So it says, so sitting in front of the fire itself, or the light, is considered to be very sacred, says Bhagwan Krishna. Austerity in the ascetics. Bhagwan Krishna would enjoy people, would pray and chant his divine Vedeshu Yagyeshu Tapa Sujaiva. So a person who cannot make it here, not necessarily is going to come to the mandir. Krishna enjoys his Aham Kratur Aham Yagya Swadha Aham Aushadham Mantroham Aham Eva Ajam Aham Agnir Aham Hutam Aham Hi Sarvaya Jnanam Bhokta Cha Prabhureva Cha Nattumam Abhijananti Tatvena Shravanti Te. He says here that being the Lord of all the yagyas. When we speak about yagya, the puja path, Pundit explained yesterday about chanting Krishna Arpanam. The yagya is any truthful, right, a sattvic vrat that is performed, any worthy act that is done with love. Bhagwan Krishna would accept. सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सदाई, सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सदाई, सबसे ऊंची. He enjoys the noble ones, the devotees, the bhaktas. झूठ फल शबरी के खाए, झूठ फल शबरी के खाए, बहुविधि प्रेम लगाए. सबसे ऊंचे प्रेम सजाई, सबसे ऊंचे प्रेम. ऐसे प्रीत बड़ी वृंदावन, ऐसे प्रीत बड़ी, ऐसे प्रीत बड़ी वृंदावन, गोपी नाच नचाई. सबसे ऊंची everybody प्रेम सजाई. दुर्योधन को मेवा दिया, दुर्योधन को मेवा दिया, सागरी हर खाई. सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाई, सबसे ऊंची प्रेम सजाई. हरे राम 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 हरे हरे. everybody हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, राम राम हरे हरे, राम राम हरे. So he spoke about being presence. The presence of Bhagwan is there. The holy ascetics. Jhut phal shabari ke khaye. Some authors believe that she ate the fruit. The bhajan also explains that Duryodhana ko mewa tyago. That Duryodhan was so full of false pride, delusion. He thought that he was very popular and learned, and Duryodhan thought that he was so powerful that Bhagwan Krishna is going to bless them based on his status, based on his capability. But Vidur, the same poor and noble person, was just chanting and singing, and Bhagwan Krishna accepted Vidur. For Duryodhan wanted Bhagwan Krishna to bless him with the insight to chant mantras and to bless this intellect. But how could he bless the deluded individual? So Bhagwan Krishna resides within the hearts of those noble sages, those noble ones, as we listen to the power of Krishna again. Govinda Govinda Gopal Bhaj Man Shri Radhe. Everybody, Govinda Govinda Gopal Bhaj Shri Radhe, Jai Radhe, Shri Radhe, Jai Radhe. सर्वभूतानां विद्धि पार्थ सनातनं बुद्धिर्बुद्धिर्तामस्मि तेजस्तेजस्विनाम् अहम् बलबलवता साहं कामरागविवर्जितं धर्माविभूतेषु धर्माविरुद्धभूतेषु कामोऽस्मि भरतर्षभ. जय जय राधारमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधारमण हरि बोल. बिन सत्संग विवेक न होई, राम कृपा बिनु सुलभ न सोई. जय जय राधारमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधारमण हरि बोल. Everybody, हरि बोल, जय जय राधारमण, जय जय राधारमण हरि बोल, जय जय राधारमण हरि बोल. बीजं मां सर्वभूतानां विद्धि पार्थ सनातनम. It says, हे अर्जुन, तू संपूर्ण भूतों का सनातन बीज मुझको ही जान. मैं बुद्धि मानू की बुद्धि, तेजस्वियों का तेज हूँ, से भगवान कृष्ण. Bijam mam sarvabhutanam. Look what the verse says here. Arjun, know me to be the eternal seed of all beings. The seed, the gift of life. That Bhagwan Krishna, not only that we see that a human being has this role, or position, and right, honor, we should honor everyone, cherish them, a regard for all the creatures. The eternal seed of all beings. I am the intelligence, it says here. I am the intelligence of the intelligent. Buddha, the ability to use the mind and the intellect, that is through the divinity of God, because Mother Saraswati would bless. She would reside here, the tongue area. So receiving that blessing from Lord Ganesh Bhagwan, Ganapati, Gana, the Ganas, to bless the intellect, this mind, which is very important, the senses, the ability, the intellectual individual, that is only through the divine intervention of Bhagwan that he has reached that status. Some atheists would be very learned and achieve doctorates and everything, but they don't believe in God. So, most noble ones. So through the intervention of Bhagwan, he's saying that, I remember this guy they honor him and everything. He said, firstly, appearance is important. I thank God. Because of the divinity of God, I am able to think, I am able to breathe, and she has blessed the tongue, the mind, the senses. Students wrote the SCA exams, right? And you would christen some children, and some would call, so we have to remind them what school he passed for and thing. Because the same Saraswati Puja that we do carries a level. Yes, the child is very brilliant and bright, right? But the Pundit will sit is a form, not just formality, is a form of appreciation for Saraswati Ma to bless the tongue area, to bless this truth, and then Ganapati, this intellect here, receiving that divine blessing from the deities, the child, this would help the child to become a spiritual being, not just academically gifted, but also to spiritually good values. So it says, Bhagwan Krishna is saying intelligence. Hanuman also did tapasya and penance. The guru for Sri Pavanaputra Hanuman was Surya Narayan Swami. We come back to Lord Surya again. You see, all these are linked with the deities. Because Bala Buddhi Vidya Tehumai. But somebody has to remind them. Ashta Siddhi. The ability to use the intellect, the form of intelligence to analyze is none other than the divine intervention of Bhagwan Krishna. So let us say that we are in that situation today in puja. Today we went to do puja and somebody disturbing the prayers because they forgot the grind tar for Durga. Right? So you have to use your intelligence to say, Tanti, don't worry. After puja, you would find that and you would offer it on Friday and think you can make the dhar, take a little bit of the sindur, a little bit of the hardi and thing. So you have to use your intelligence according to circumstances. If something is happening and Panditji is running late or traffic or something, take the mala and do job by the time. Bhagwan Krishna, he says, amongst those intellectuals, he says, the austerity in the ascetics. The ascetics, the noble ones, when they perform puja, that is why this popular chaupai says, Binu Satsangh Vivekana Hui Rama Kripa Binu Sulabhana Sui. Because Rama Kripa, through the divine intervention, the blessing of Sri Ramchandra, we found the time, the good affiliation to be with the holy sages, to be with the bhaktas. And that is a divine blessing itself. Where their affiliation, as Bhagwan Krishna says, amongst those noble gurus, you should be able to see the presence of God, which is goodness. Feel that positive vibration. If the Pundit is chanting the mantra, but you are not thinking or studying to pray, you will say, I didn't feel anything from the prayers. You are concerned about that. As Bhagwan Krishna listens, as we continue. Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Keshava Hari Govinda, Hari Keshava Hari Govinda, Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Narayana Hari Om. Everybody, Hari Sundara Nanda Mukunda, Hari Narayana Hari Om. As Bhagwan Krishna continues. Ye chaiva satvika bhava rajasa samsastri matta evaiti tan vidhi nasa abhishu te mahi vasudevam sudam devam kanse chadur maranam vasudevam sudam devam kanse chadur maranam Paramanandam Krishtam Vande Jagadguru Hari Sundarananda Sridhar Pura Mayar Pave Ethi Sarvam Idam Jagat Sridhar Pura Mayar Pave Ethi Sarvam Idam Jagat Mohitam Nati Janati Mamgebhya Padam Avyayam Hari Sundarananda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Sundarananda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Om. Jai Yesha Guramayi Mama Maya Diratyaya Jai Yesha Guramayi Mama Maya Diratyaya Mam eva prapadyanti mayam etantaranti te Hari Sundarana Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Om. Everybody, Hari Sundarananda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Sundarananda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Sundarananda Sundarananda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Om. Everybody, Vasudevam Sudam Devam. Everybody, Vasudevam Sudam Devam. Tam se Chadur Maradanam Devaki Param Anandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Vasudevam Sudam Devam. Tam se Chadur Maradanam Devaki Param Anandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Hari Sundarananda Mukunda Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Narayana Hari Om. Hari Narayana Hari Om. Prem se bolo Shri Ramchandra ki jai. Balam balavatam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam dharma viruddha bhuteshu kamoshmi bharatarshabha. Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare nupasarapanti tatraiva yatra gitarchanam grihe tapatrayo bhava pida naiva vyadhi bhayam tatha. Prem se bolo Shri Krishna Chandra Brihati Lal ki jai. He says, Balam balavatam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam. This verse reminds me what happened to Toco Bhoujie, the very tragic incident. It says, Arjuna, of the mighty Balam balavatam chaham kamaraga vivarjitam. A very important verse from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7. Verse 11. Of the mighty, I am the might itself. We spoke about Bala, Buddhi, Vidya. So sometimes to receive how it is that we are going to be blessed to overcome grief and sorrow. There's a laziness, Pundit, I'm feeling very lazy, I'm feeling weak, right? The power of the mind. And again we come back to man, the usage of man antra, just jumping the name of God. The negative energies, we spoke about sitting in front of the fire, passing your hands over, kirtan. So bal is strength, the pranic energy, the 5 vayus, right? The windward movements, right? The wind would move inside this human body itself. So the pranic energy, prana, that will go upwards to help us to breathe properly. The prana, so you try to inhale prana and apan, just 2 of the major vayus, right? The 2 out of the 5. So relevant and important for us. So the pranic energy, firstly, to gain that form of strength and motivation. So we speak about bala, which is also referred to Shakti, right? Shakti is sacred and divine, positive. Anybody getting Shakti and shaken up? That is either there's a little bit of a instability, right? Something is wrong with your method of worship, or the person cannot control that level of devotion, or it is not something sacred or divine. So Bhagavan Krishna explains here that bala, that divine power that you would receive, that positive thoughts, that divine thought itself. If a person would just say, Om Namah Shivaya, Pundit Om Namah Shivaya. He said that we did the Hanuman Chalisa, we did the Shiv, chanted the Hanuman Chalisa, the Durga Chalisa, but still something is harassing me, still I am feeling weak, right? If it is that you don't chant the mantra properly, if you are thinking about what is going to happen, if it is that you are concerned about your life, and if we have domestic problems, right, to allow the mind to become trapped and puzzled, then the energy, that divine Shakti, the bliss from Bhagwan, we spoke about the light that goes upwards, you are not going to receive that divine blessing. Faith, which is very important. So the might, faith and belief and energy comes from Bhagwan Krishna, but Shiva Shakti. Right? This is very important, Shiva Shakti. And she said, Pundit, remember Lord Shiva. Well, if it is we really study Lord Shiv Bhagwan and Krishna, it's one and the same. Pundit said about different avatars. So that Shiva Bhagwan, that divine power, if you face the linga itself, looking at Bhagwan Shiva, he is seated in samadhi, surrounded by negativity, trouble, evil forces. Lord Shiva Bhagwan teaches us to just be focused. So that being the form of might itself, their belief is very important. Bhagwan Krishna says, so bal, so we believe a bal, balam balapatam chaham, kama raga vivarachitam kama. Kama is desires. We all have aspirations. The desire, a positive thought, right? Your child would aspire to become a doctor, a vet, a veterinarian. So you have that aspiration and you work towards achieving that. Then God would inspire you, the pundits, your gurus, the parents, the teachers will try to help you. But if it is that instead of working towards achieving that now, you continue to think about, I have to achieve that, right? And concerned about achieving that, but rather but working towards achieving it and studying properly and all the guidelines that the teachers would explain, that you fail to do that, and then there's a problem. So Bhagwan Krishna says, so having the desire, the positive, this is also a sankalpa, a secret oath. A child that is committed and dedicated from a young age, right? Don't want to go political. I heard it said that the opposition leader from the time of 16 years old, she had a mission, a dream, right? So just like all of us here. So it says here, that positive thought, passion, passionate about our scriptures. Kama raga vivarajitam. Now, this is in the Bhagavad Gita. I'm not saying this is a little bit perhaps new. There's a part of the Gita, he says, I am, the divine thought says Bhagwan Krishna, the relationship that a husband, the Dharam-patni, right, and pati, a husband would share, the spiritual union and the physical relationship as well too. The love and the bond, there's also the sutra, the text that is there could explain, and that is a form of worship where they honor each other. Bhagwan Krishna says, so this is something secret, right? And this is what Hindus need to understand as well. Virtue, not conflicting, the scriptural injunction says Bhagwan Krishna. Echaiva satvika bhava rajasas tamasashtaye, says Bhagwan Krishna. As we listen, it says we have good, noble ones, having created this entire world, good individuals. You have Rajasic people who had that temperament to think about looking at an income, business-like. Everything they would be concerned about is to earn the dollar, the mighty dollar. And there you have the evil ones. Let us look at a mango tree, for example. So one person who is noble and good, he would say, perhaps now we could probably cut part of the tree, bow and receive blessing from the mango tree. Below that secret mango tree, Dharti Mata resides, so he would cut some of the part of the tree, let us say the branches. He would cut the branches properly and then dry it for you to perform puja. He would pick the mangoes and offer it to Bhagwan Krishna and share sattvic in nature because he's happy. When you are happy again too, that is a virtuous individual. This is part of our culture. A Rajasic individual would say, okay now, if I cut down the tree now, we could cut it and you could try to cut these the branches now and decide to sell it. And let me hold back the wood and try to see Diwali time. So you get the price of wood would go up, for example. So mango, so he's looking at the profit alone, not looking at perchance that sometimes could be detrimental if he's going to grade down the tree or cut it down. So the person, negative in temperament, now would think that this tree could be used, I will cut the branches and make weapons, and I would use the mango tree, I would use the wood to light the fire to burn the neighbor's, right? Whereas the neighbor has a tank there, I want to burn down that tank. The mango tree I will cut. So different of approach, thinking, as Bhagwan Krishna explains. So the three Buddhas, he says, very difficult to break through. All of us sattvic. People are noble, people are good, as we listen. So I will chant these last verses, the Bhagavad Gita. Nāyānāya Krishnāya Paramatmāya Namo Namah Nāyānāya Krishnāya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. As Bhagavan Krishna continues, Narayana Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Narayana Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Nachamam dushkrito mudha. Nachamam dushkrito mudha. Prapadyante naradhama. Maya pahita jnana. Maya pahita jnana. Asuram bhavam ashrita. Narayana Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Narayana Krishnaya Bhajanto Mam Gana Sakrino Rechunan Arto Kyasuratharathi Jnani Bharatarabha. Narayana Krishnaya Paramatmaya Namo Namah. Narayana Krishnaya Paramatmaya Mudam karoti vachalam Pangamalam dhayate kiram Yat kripasamaham vande Paramananda madhavam. Radharaman hari bol. Jai 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 Radharaman hari bol. Nipa ma pare ma pa nipa ma pare ma re sa. Prem se bolo Shri Krishna Chandra Brihadi Lala ki jai. So that raga as well as actually Mishra Bindravadi Saran, which is one of the ragas that is dedicated to Bhagavan Krishna. So it explains here, those that nacha dushkritino mudha prapadyante naradhama. It says those whose wisdom has been carried away by Maya. So because of Maya, illusion, so we just spoke about the tree and the three gunas. Maya, which is very important, right? And I have learned from experience, when there's a young person going to do puja and somebody asks, hey, Pundit, you didn't see anybody you like? So when you was young, you would say, that person looking pretty or whatever and thing. But now, when you get older, you say that it's not just a pretty person. It's an honest, dedicated, and hard-working individual. So then you learn to respect someone. Bhagavan Krishna says, being the creator of this entire creation, that Maya, he is, will be tested in our lives, attachment, and subdue the mind and the intellect. So now a spiritual assessment. It says because of Maya, Bhagavan Krishna says that people tend to forget me. Those demonical ones in nature, the foolish ones, they have adopted Maya Hrita Jnana, Asuram. Asura refers to the Asura. Asura here is like a demon, demonical in nature. So those who would take the opportunity, rather than praying and doing tapasya, looking at the divine intervention of God for his own power, will, and fancy, Bhagavan Krishna says that individual devotees is the adharmic, unrighteous pathway of life. So, lacking faith and belief, Chature Vedha Bhajanti Mam 4 types of devotee. Jana Sukriti Nurjana. 4 types of devotees of noble deeds. People would pray to him. So we try to summarize the kata here. I thought that reading about 8 verses would finish now for now. Right? But look at the elaboration, make it elaborate and chant. So it says here 4 types of devotees. The seeker for aratu, those who would like to help, dhan, Keliye, for material wealth and assistance. You would perform Lakshmi Puja. So a person would pray to Bhagwan Krishna asking them to help me. People would pray to Bhagwan most of all looking for wealth, material assistance and financial problems that you are experiencing. Then you will turn to Bhagwan. He says here, the afflicted. If a person is mentally disturbed and distressed and worried, then he turns to Bhagwan. So yes, people, that is the time that we do the job, the tapasya is difficult. Is Pundit, I can't do the puja. But what happens? All of a sudden, yeah, we'll do the puja. Sure, definitely. You can't do 108 malas of job, but 108 times, but now you're going to do 10,000 times, right? It's not a problem. So mentally, when people are experiencing problems, sometimes they turn to God lastly, at the last resort. And then he says, the seeker for knowledge, which is important. And Bhagwan Krishna says, man of knowledge. So knowledge is to learn the scriptures, but not on a spiritual level. Basically, he would like to learn to read the Gita, learn to read these verses, use the mantras, to remember the mantras, to use the mantras for protection. But after doing that, still the highest spiritual level, then to come to thank Bhagwan Krishna, a form of gratitude that what we are speaking about. He lacks that. He says that man, so that's this passion. Sukh ke sansar, sukh ke sansar thi dukh mein na koi, sukh ke sansar thi dukh mein na koi. When you are sad, everybody look, when you are sad you have no friends, but when you're financially strong, you have a good job, you win the lotto, they are all your friends. Mere Ram, everybody, Mere Ram, Tera Ram, ek sacha du जान को ना कुछ तेरा ना कुछ मेरा, ना कुछ तेरा ना कुछ मेरा, ये जग जोगी वाला फेरा, राजा ओ यार अंत सभी का, राजा हो यार अंत सभी का, अंत एक सोई। Everybody, सुख के संग साथी दुख में न कोई, मेरे राम तेरा नाम एक सच्चा जान कोई, सुख के संग साथी दुख में न कोई, दुख में न कोई। So, na kuch tera, na kuch mera. The man of wisdom, tonight we'd explain about being so, not just because you are knowledgeable, but to use that intellect and belief and the power of God, and trust and faith. Not kucha, nothing is mine, neither it's yours, just for a temporary period of time that we are using that for. Cherish those moments. So the truth, that man of wisdom, tomorrow we could explain about the man of wisdom, this Gyani, and we are all aspiring to reach that spiritual level. Panditji said, just take the step, the initiative. The message is, look at the larger picture. If it is that we tell the child, listen, that we greatness of Bhagwan, that just offer the flower there, and then you will tell the child that the flower, this flower that we spoke about, the beauty of the flower is to represent that which is divine and sacred and a form of gratitude for God, and it is sweet-scented to represent our love. So then we would start that. To perform arati. You say the arati, there's a diya there. When the diya goes clockwise, so you continue to look at the significance. The diya, you would wave it clockwise, representing time. Janma janma ke patana savai antavasa shivapura me pavai. To understand and see the greatness of God, reading it from the text, but your practical experience as well too. So that if you believe and have trust, Vishwas, then Bhagwan would help us in our spiritual journey. Be alert, find the time, and be prepared. Don't just look at a book, at the cover alone. Like Panditji said last night, open the book. When he said this verse, this chapter, you have to learn the entire chapter. Prem se bolo Shri Krishna Chandra Brihadi Lal Ki Jai. So at this point we'll perform Hawan, right? And whilst we're performing Hawan, I think I would ask either prayer or anyone to do a kirtan or bhajan for us.
Kassim?
मोहन हमारे मधुबन में तुम आया ना करो, जादू भरी ये बांसुरी बजाया ना करो, जादू भरी ये बांसुरी बजाया ना करो। मोहन हमारे मधुबन में तुम आया ना करो, मोहन हमारे मधुबन में तुम आया ना करो। सूरत तुम्हारी देख के सलोनी सांवरी, सुन बांसुरी की राग में हम हो गए बावरी। माखन चुराने वाले दिल चुराया ना करो, माखन चुराने वाले दिल चुराया ना करो। मोहन हमारे मधुबन में तुम आया ना करो, मोहन हमारे मधुबन में तुम आया ना करो। माथे कुचगल बाल कितनी कांचनी सोए, कानों में कुंडल घूम के मन गोरे के मोहे। इस चंद्रमा के रूप को लोभाया ना करो, इस चंद्रमा के रूप को लोभाया ना करो। मोहन हमारे मधुबन में तुम आया ना करो, मोहन हमारे मधुबन में तुम आया ना करो। अपने यशोदा मात की सुगंध है तुमको, यमुना नदी के तीर पे तुम ना मिलो हमको। इस बांसुरी के तान पे दिल काया ना करो, इस बांसुरी के तान पे दिल माया ना करो। मोहन हमारे मधुबन में तुम आया ना करो, मोहन हमारे मधुबन में तुम आया ना करो। इस ही तुम्हारे बांसुरी में मोहनी डरे, चंद सखी ये बेनती हम सुनियो बावरी। तरस दिखाने वाले हो देर ना करो, तरस दिखारे सावरे अब देर ना करो। मोहन हमारे मधुबन में तुम आया ना करो, मोहन हमारे मधुबन में तुम आया ना करो। मोहन हमारे मधुबन में तुम आया ना करो। वृंदावन कृष्ण की जय।
Principal Shri Ramchandra ki Jai. So, just before we have no breakfast tonight. So tomorrow we will try to finish for 8. So I'll try to be a little bit earlier tomorrow. Just to come, and we might have a few people to talk and everything. So I think tomorrow, I think some of you all know, is a big day in Toco Bhoujie's life. Right? He's very young and determined, so you're all asked to come out tomorrow. Tomorrow the mandir should be, if not full, at least 3/4 full. And you are allowed after to dance in a very decent manner. Principal Shri Ramchandra ki Jai. So if I get the energy, the ball that I spoke about, I will go home and try to practice one of them things, you know. Prem Sibala Shri Krishna Chandra Brihadi Lal Ki Jai. So please make every effort to come out tomorrow and share and join with her. And it is the Arati. Tomorrow I would ask Uncle Kemo and the Kunja Bihari Arati. So I don't want to put them on the spot. So probably one of the artists tomorrow we will do that. We stand for Arati. Jai Jagadish Hare. Om Krishnaya Namah Gita Ganga Chakayatri Sita Satya Saraswati Brahmvidya Brahmalli Trisandhya Mukta Gehini Adhamatra Chirananda Bhavagni Bhayanashani Vedatrayi Parananta Tattva Sakyana Manjari. Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Jai Jagadish Hare Dans Janon ke sang Pat dans Janon sang Pat Chandra mein dur kare Om Jai Jagadish Hare Jo dhyave phal दुख में से मन का स्वामी दुख में से मन का सुख संपत्ति घर आवे सुख संपत्ति घर आवे कष्ट मिटे जन का ओम जय जगदीश हरे मात पिता शरण गो किसकी स्वामी शरण गो किसकी तुम बिन और न दूजा तुम बिन और न दूजा आज करो जिसकी ओम जय जगदीश हरे एक अनोखा सबके प्राण प्रति स्वामी सबके प्राण प्रति किस विधि मिलो दया में किस विधि मिलो दया में तुमको मैं कुमति ओम जय जगदीश तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा तुम अंतर्यामी स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर तुम सबकी स्वामी ओम जय जगदीश हरे विषय विकार मिटाओ पाप हरो देवा स्वामी पाप हरो देवा श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ श्रद्धा भक्ति बढ़ाओ संतन की सेवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे एक अगोचर सबके प्राण प्रति स्वामी सबके प्राण प्रति सभी मिलो गया तुमको मैं कुमति ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओम जय जगदीश हरे Namo Hanumate Namaha. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Namo Hanumate Namaha. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Om Namo Hanumate Namaha. Amba Jai Jagadamba Amba Amba Jai Jagadamba Jai Jagadamba Bolo Jai Jagadamba Jai Jagadamba Bolo Amba Amba Jai Jagadamba Dum 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 durga lam 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 ladika dum 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 durga lam 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 ladika amba amba jai jagadamba jai jagadamba jai jagadamba jai jagadamba jai jagadamba. Dumdrigaya Namaha. We pray for those who are sick, those experiencing problems. We ask Bhagwan to please help them. Om Tat Purushaya Vidmahe Mahadevaya Dhimahi Tanno Rudra Prachodayat. Please forgive us if I have faltered by recitation of the shlokas, said anything to hurt anyone. I do humbly apologize. Any mantras and shlokas, we do ask Bhagwan to please forgive us. Om Mantrahinam Kriyahinam Bhaktahinam Janardana Yat Pujitam Maya Deva Paripuranam Tadastu Me. Krishnaya Namaha Avahanam na janami Visarjanam Pujam Jaiva na janami Kshamyatam Devadevi. Tvameva Mata Satya Tvameva Tvameva Bandha Jasakha Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Pravidam Tvameva Tvameva Sarva Deva Deva Tvameva Sarvam Deva Deva. Shanti Shanti Shanti. प्रेम से बोलो श्री रामचंद्र की जय, दुर्गा महारानी की जय, शिव शंकर भगवान की जय, पवन पुत्र हनुमान की जय, संत गुरु राम आनंद स्वामी की जय, सत्य सनातन धर्म की जय. जय जय सीता राम. Jai Sita Ram. You may please take your seat. Arati and Panchamrit and Prasad. You would receive Arati, Panchamrit and Prasad. Just an announcement here. Although the Mandir has Yagya, the PRO, the President would announce that. We also have, I think, one day a workshop here. And Dinesh, the president of this Mandir, will explain more about that. But anyone interested in, we have one day yoga on Emancipation Day the 1st. That's at the Shiva Ram Datta Hindu Mandir in New Grant from 8 to 2 p.m. Anybody interested in the yoga workshop, you can please speak to me afterwards regarding information. And other announcements you will hear tomorrow. Prem se bolo Shri Krishna Chandra Brihadi Lal Ki Jai. So, Partik, I believe, I think, I'm not sure, I think there is a small possibility that they make fig takari. So Jai Sita, no, they didn't make that. Because what happened is, what I noticed is if I talk about something, Toco Bhoujie just go and make it. So, Prem se bolo Shri Ramachandra Ki Jai. Right. Huh? The Alu Kuchila. Right. Here, Jai Sita Ram. No, it's one gone off. One gone off. Yeah, everybody, one gone off. Yeah, we had to try to do something to help uplift. Huh? Oh, you mean, yeah.